Okay guys, so here are some settings that I found that might change your gameplay a bit, as well as some honestly inefficiencies that Battlefield has on controller compared to mouse and key, especially when it comes to a lot of the movement tech that people are finding out. So I made this video because I saw Anders' new video on a lot of tips, movement tech, and one thing he found that to be really effective is jumping and shooting can be done to reduce bloom. So he was showing that if you simply jump and shoot, there's a lot of bloom compared to jumping and then timing a double crouch as soon as you land. It's going to be more effective, like so. See how fast that was? Versus doing this. Now I'm doing the double crouch. Not a huge difference, I would say, but with practice, I'm sure I can get it down better where I really notice it. The issue is that this only works if you have slide set to double crouch. So I'll show you what I mean. So right now, the sliding is really clunky normally. There's a lot of delay. And it's not very effective if I want to dive and shoot backwards, if I want to slide and shoot backwards. I did it there. It's honestly really hard to time and do correctly. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I did it because it's the only way I can reliably do the little trick I just showed you. So I'll show you what you mean if I change the settings here. I'm going to go to accessibility, hold control toggles, and I turn this off so it's just gonna slide the moment I hit crouch, which is my left paddle on the back for circle. So you'll notice that the sliding is much smoother, especially when it comes to sliding backwards and aiming. I can like slide into jump. But the issue is now I can't really do the trick I showed you. So I can't like, see, it's sliding for me. So I can't really do the whole crouch. You can kind of do it if you wait a bit and just delay it. Let me see if I can do it. You basically have to wait till you're fully stationary, which I think is just not worth it. So here, these are some discrepancies and maybe just some sacrifices you have to make if you're on controller. I personally think sliding is better if I just keep it on one button. They won't have to double tap. It's just smoother for me that way. Another thing I noticed is crouch shooting is really effective, but because we only have one keybind for crouch and prone, the best way to really do this is just crouch and jump. It's much faster than crouch. So you can't really put it on hold because most of us probably have this setting on, or this key binding, which is down here, crouch press and prone hold. I don't think a lot of us have a different button just for prone. So you kind of have to just use toggle for crouch, and this doesn't really work. Unless you have 4 paddles, but I believe most people have the 2 additional paddles set to triangle and square for reload and changing weapons. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. I would love to maybe have this fixed or have someone show me how to do this because I am trying to min-max everything here. Another thing I highly recommend is using these settings for your aiming that I got from a video about translating your COD Warzone settings to Battlefield. There's a calculator available to do that. But I really like having vertical aim ratio set to 74, and then all these settings really changed and made it smoother. I think the biggest change for me was honestly Battlefield 3 aim inputting curve. It's just so smooth. Like, I'm really enjoying these settings. And having aim zoom sensitivity set to 42. I'll link both videos, the movement one from Enders and the control settings from, I think, Daniel ZH. I'm probably not saying that name right. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think.